Hey guys, I came across this quote from Tom Hiddleston in an interview. You know, he's the guy that plays Loki in the Marvel movies, right? This is the quote: "Every villain is a hero in his own mind. How do you know in any moment whether or not you are good, whether or not you are playing the hero or the villain? You can be deceived. How? You are deceived if you're operating in your own sense of good." This is the Christian message. This is the gospel. This is the reality of the true world. This is epitomized by the fall, by eating the apple of the knowledge of good and evil, by thinking that you can be your own God and you can determine what is good and you can judge whether or not you are good. The reason that Jesus came, died on the cross, and sent the Holy Spirit is so that he could pull us back up out of this delusion that we could be good by judging goodness for ourselves, in ourselves, by ourselves. Without the Holy Spirit and without a continuing, deepening sensitivity to the Holy Spirit, you cannot know whether or not you are the villain or the hero. This is the fact of the reality of the world, that we were created to live in communion with God, and out of that communion to know our goodness, to have our goodness only in God, with God as our goodness. If you're attempting to discern through your own ability, your own goodness, establish your own goodness and exercise your own goodness, you will end up evil. You will end up being the villain, thinking you are the hero. The offer of Jesus is to reinstate the Holy Spirit more fully, to take us through a process of being more fully in tune with the Spirit and step with the Spirit, as Paul talks about in Galatians. There are many things in the way of us being restored to our proper standing and relationship to God, in communion with God, so that we can begin to know what is good outside of our own understanding, in concert with God's ability to lead us. That's it. That's the bottom line, guys. It doesn't matter whether you're a Christian or not. It doesn't matter your philosophy, your ideology, your connection to a group of people, your connection within any social group. If you're establishing your standing by your own understanding, and it is relativized by your group, it is relativized by your culture, your time and place in history, you can make yourself good in your own mind by just looking around you. Well, I'm better than that person and that person and that person. Well, I wasn't Hitler. I wasn't Stalin. You know, I'm not the child molester in prison. Yeah. Okay. You think that's how God looks at you? You think that's how God has called us to establish our goodness on our own, apart from him? Jesus said clearly, apart from me, you can do nothing. Jesus also, when approached by someone who called him good, said, "Do not call me good. There is only one who is good, our Father in heaven." If God is the only one who is good, then we can only come to know our goodness in connection to God. So, what should be our focus as Christians, guys? Not trying to learn all the rules, learn all the sins, keep from practicing the sins, trying to be a good person through knowledge and effort. Wrong. Only through the Holy Spirit, only through growing into the Holy Spirit, growing in our connection to the Spirit, growing in our sensitivity to the Holy Spirit, can we begin to know what is good and do what is good. Okay? All right, guys. See ya.